Right, we're back with this set, and we're going to do bag number 2, and I've already undone bag number 2, so there's no noisy stuff. In fact, I've completely lost the little bag number 2, but this is it here. I haven't undone this part yet, but that's okay. The reason is because I'm just restarting this video because the last attempt didn't really go that well. So we'll just see how it goes now. Well, it didn't go poorly, it just... there was a slight issue. So the issue has been rectified, I hope. Because you can't restart videos too many times. There's a limit. I was making a comment that, in the future, one day, maybe there'll be like elevator music over the top of me opening the plastic bags for some reason, because that will seem nice. My mouth feels a bit odd at the moment. I don't know why. So I feel like I'm saying things. I feel like I'm very thirsty, even though I just drank a lot. So not so good. Maybe there's something going on there. I do really feel like I'm getting like a cold. Sometimes I don't at the moment. I did this morning. So, and of course you don't want to get a cold at the moment, because as soon as you get a cold, everyone will think you have something else. So I can pretty much guarantee I'm not getting the other thing. That shall not be named upon this channel anymore, except maybe when I feel like talking about it. But there's not much to say, is there? What are we up to? We've done this. Yeah, I've made this whole thing, these pages, without even mentioning what I was doing, just rambling on about other things. So now we have to put these bits in, and we have to put 4 of them in, which is a lot. But they all go in a easy to identify way. I have to do this thing tonight because I want to give it to some people tomorrow to build. I think I'll actually let them put the stickers on, because they'll be like, I want to put the stickers on, and I'm like, oh, why? I still don't quite. I was trying to work out what that is. It's not equals 6 and equals 8. It's like something is 6 and something is 8. I don't know what that is. It doesn't make any sense to me. Sometimes things don't make sense. Alright, so I've done that one. I've just done half of this one. You get these nice ones, toothpaste pieces, coloured pieces. Right, and now we have to put bits on the outside. This is actually going pretty straightforward, isn't it? It looks quite neat on the box, so I'm kind of looking forward to getting it finished. Look, there's an Heart Lake City cup. Which is, thankfully they don't make you put stickers on the cups. That would be mean. Mean in a bad way, not like mean as in like sick or dope or something. Which all sounds really weird, you know, but let's just take a negative word and turn it into a positive word. Turn that frown upside down. So today I was playing not an old school game, but an older game, which is that, what was it called now? Little Big Planet, I was going to say Mario Kart, I guess it's basically Mario Kart, but for a PlayStation. Big Little Planet Karting, and that had that turn a frown upside down comment in there somewhere. Which is where I just thought of it, because, you know, I'd never think of that. I wouldn't never think of turn that frown upside down. Because there's no frowns where I live. They've all gone. They've all moved on to bigger and brighter fields. I don't know, that's not what you say. You don't say bigger and brighter fields. Places, you know, which have fields in them. You can find fields, you know, all over the show. Ooh, here we go. And there's $100. We need a $5 thing. Apparently, I was going to buy some stuff off New Zealand eBay, which is not eBay, it's Trade Me. Somebody selling lots of, you know, little random bits of Lego. One of them was a whole bunch of different coins and things. And I was thinking about buying that, but I'm like, well, I don't need that. It's a bit silly, but you know, it's a bit of fun. To buy random things. Actually, I was going to buy some of the hard to find Technic pieces that I wanted, and then you're like, wow, you know, for another $1 I could get some coins and bits and pieces. So that's something. Look at this one. So look, this one's This one's printed, but the other ones aren't. And look, it's like that's a very, like, why is that little round bit? Why does this bit have a sticker on it? Which is, I don't know, like this. Why is that a sticker? Right, when this is, I don't think I've ever put a sticker. I don't think I really put a sticker, but they don't. I mean, you do have stickers to go on those sides, don't you? That's the same size. I don't understand. That's a Heart Lake City, like, obviously branded. How often does that come? How often? How many sets have hearts? Have maps of the place in? I guess a lot. Aren't these like modern people who just use their phone? So, well, oh, it's a tourist map, of course. Someone's coming along and they're like, so can you tell me the way to this place? And there's a poor print in their cookie. I don't know what that piece really is. I'm a bit confused by that. Is that a cookie, or is that a cookie that somebody stood in? Their cat has gone and went meow. Cats do that, you know. Right. I haven't seen my cat for 2 days. Which is kind of like, well, that's fine. She's around. Somebody eats the cat food, and I haven't seen the fluffy-tailed stray cat for a while. Oh, what have I done? This doesn't match up. Oh, great. There's another. Oh no. So there's a longer white one. Okay. No, that's the same size. Oh, what? Huh? They're all the same size. Oh, this is the one that's too long. Oh, okay. There's a shorter one of that. Alright, yes. Did I mention that she disappeared for like 6 days? And I'm like, where'd you go? So all I did was delay putting the cat food out in the morning, and then she turned up, and I'm like, oh, there you are. So she's back, and now she's disappeared again. But she does come inside on a regular basis during the winter, and we are very, very slowly moving. Well, not slowly, it's kind of been a reasonably abrupt change in weather at the moment. So look at this. This makes me feel nervous because it's all going to fall off, but it's going to get secure when it's attached to this, I am sure. But yes, the weather has got slightly, you know, more miserable, which is good because I find it's more productive to work when it's cloudy outside and everything. And today I cycled home in the rain, and it's a reasonable cycle. It's like 12 kilometers or something. Didn't get my shoes wet, which is pretty good. It's just the right amount of rain, like, you know, it's not pouring down, but it's just sort of like what I imagine in my brief time that I was actually in Seattle for a couple of weeks. It's Seattle rain, not like, you know, actual rain. Well, I'm sure, I don't know, but it didn't really rain too hard. It was just like, it just rains a lot, you know, just like mildly in the background, which is nice because you don't have to get your shoes wet. And I don't like getting my shoes wet. Like, I really don't like getting my shoes wet. Well, I don't mind getting my shoes wet. Well, I do mind getting my shoes wet. But one thing I really, really don't like is getting my socks wet. As you can imagine. I didn't get my socks wet. So I feel like, wow, I went out in the rain and I didn't get my... If only that's the way it always was. Which it won't be. Very soon it will be like everything is soaking wet and you're miserable. I am not able to find... We're going to move this out of the way because we're not using that. This piece here, we're looking for this one here. It's on here something. There's all of these like little corner pieces, but there isn't. So that's making me think. Oh, here we go. I was going to say, it's making me think, but it's not going to make me think anymore because I found the piece. That I'd actually used the wrong one in here somewhere, like in this bit, but I can't see how. Doesn't matter because I found it. It's fine. We're all good. And now this is going to attach. And now it's even even more flimsy than it was a second ago. So can't wait till the top part goes on. So move over 27. Let's get into the real deal. Coughing because I did eat those silly cocoa powdered covered almond things that I sometimes get from the supermarket, and they always make me cough. Sorry, it just happened. Actually, I didn't technically eat the almonds. I ate those this morning. But the packet was sitting on my desk and it still had some cocoa powder in the bottom, so I ate that and now I feel like coughing. The silly things we do, right? Alright, and now we've got to find another this piece. So So we've got that. I think I've got everything, and we've got to add this one on. That's nice of them to just have it so simple. So that one goes. It's a bit of an odd. It's a bit of an odd way to put it. Like this is that's a strange. Does it work? It does work. This feels odd, but that's okay. And then we can put the purple one here. So we're doing this part. Like, is that kind of funny? Like, it's like close it, or like it was already open. It was closed here, and then you open it up, but there's no little arrow saying open it up, but there's an arrow saying close it. And it's like, okay. I suppose that makes some sort of logical sense. And this one goes there, and that's what we had to do. And her helmet, which she's still wearing, so it's not going to go there. Sorry, it goes on top of this thing here. So that's her helmet holding apparatus. And now we've got to make this thing. So this is where all these little corner bits are coming into play. They've been sitting patiently in the sidelines, and now they're coming out for their moment. Oh, there's a double one. That makes me feel strange. But that's okay. That is definitely with the white in there. It's definitely the toothpaste. This is like, you know, stripy toothpaste coming through at the moment. So we've made that, and it's going to go. Where's it going to go? It's going to go here. Really? Yeah, it is. Okay. So that's going there. So that's nice. And I bet you there's going to be another. Oh, we go. Another one on the other side. Saw that one coming a mile away. So, you know, this thing. And put that one there. And this one here. And there. We're not going to say any other silly things. Silly time is over. I should probably try to do a better impersonation of that. If you get what I was trying to impersonate, then leave a comment, which you can't do in the comments. We'll just say it out loud and I'll hear what you said. So that's fine. Shouldn't say that, because what if someone watched and they're like, you can hear what I say? But how? It's like, no, I can't hear what you say. It's fine. Just relax. Or maybe I should just not have said that, and I'm just ruining the joke completely. It's all gone. It's all gone. Right, and there we go. And there we go. There we go. And then this one goes here. I did it again. Oh, I've just become addicted to doing that. And we'll all get over it very fast, I hope, because I don't want to live like that. I can't do it anymore. And here we go. Yep, that didn't last very long. I didn't quite say it the same way though. There we fare, or travels. There we travels, is what I shall say from now on. Alright, and there's a flower. Where's the flower coming to this? Okay, what's on the next page? Put the stickers on. What? I'd personally put the stickers on before I put this just shows you that I have no idea about putting stickers on, because I would have put the sticker on before I put the pieces on the actual other bit. But apparently that's not the way they do things around here. So, do they sell? Well, they must. I mean, they do. Of course they do. Like, right, I was going to say the white ones without the hole in the middle. Like, they all, but of course they do. That's silly. Look at that. That's nice. It's a little door handle, I guess. Really? How's it going to look? Okay, let's just put it on and see what happens. It can't be a door handle. So what's the flower for? Like, what's the door handle? It just goes there and stops it from crashing. It's a door stop. Well, that's neat. But why use the flower for that? Why not? Well, it's a good piece for it when you think about it, because it's that right sort of shape. And nope, I don't want that one. I want a smooth one. I want it smooth all the way. This is just not going to look good without the actual stickers on it, because you're going to be like, why is the pattern different on this side and not on the other side? It's like, oh, this makes no sense. And yet again, we have to put the stickers on. I'm not. Why would I put the sticker on this piece here before I... after I put it on? Like, it just seems like that's going to be harder. So tomorrow I will pay close attention to the people who are going to make this set again once I pulled it apart. And which is a shame because I quite like it, but then I feel like I kind of promised them that I'd give it to them to play with. I wanted to sit on my desk for a while. So now I'm going to be conflicted. Tomorrow I'm going to just not know what to do. I'm just going to pace backwards and forwards, going, should I or shouldn't I? I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this situation. I've never been here before. It's all new. What should I do? Maybe I'll keep it just a little bit longer sitting on the desk. Look at this! I don't think I've ever had this piece before. This is an interesting shape. Like it's obviously it's a normal shape, but it's slightly different from the normal one, which is like this one. Actually, did I even pay attention to this one? Like this one's not what I was. This is not the half circle, but this is like that size but shorter. So I've definitely never had one of these before. So that's something cool. It'd be quite good to get a good collection of rounded edge pieces and see what you can make with out of them. I really want to get the Lego, what is it called, Prime Spike something. That's like the new educational electronic stuff. It looks quite interesting. And I really have to get around to doing my Lego Boost set, because what's the point of having it if you never do anything with it? But there's another set that's really close by that I have to do soon, because it's just crazy cool. Well, it's not that cool, but it's something that I've wanted to do for so long, and I've got it, and it's right there, and hopefully I have everything. And if I don't have all the pieces, then I can add in bits. But it's like I've got a whole bunch of things. I just obviously keep saying I'm going to do. Like, when's the Doctor Who set going to get done? It just doesn't. It just sits there. And that's crazy. Who has a Doctor Who set that just sits there? Like, weird thing to do. Alright. Well, I'm going to do it. I just wish I got the DeLorean. Like, I had the chance. I had the chance to buy the DeLorean. It was on special at one point, and I could have got it, and I could have like had it, and it could have been mine, but I didn't. So that's a shame. If they bought it, they did have a Goonies. They did have some Goonies characters, right? They had like from the thingy what's it and the ET one. I should have got those silly game one things. It's what it's called, Lego Universe. Or something. This doesn't match up. It does match up. Just for those characters, because I would have loved to have E.T. and the Goonies characters. What other set could you make from the Goonies, though? If you think about it, like I guess you could have made the pirate ship or something. That would have been cool. Or you could have made like the I used to there's a very old school video game based on the Goonies, which I feel like they could have made they could have made that game into a Goonies thing. It's very, very selective. But there's one bit where they're going like under the ground, under the sewer stuff and pipes and everything, and you have to do things with pipes. They can make a set out of that. That would be neat. So again, we're not putting the sticker on. So still don't quite get what this shop is. Like this is a place where you buy stuff. Like that her artwork. This is how she sells her art stuff. I don't know. So we've got the wheels. Of course, we've got wheels on this thing. I was like, we've finished it. It's done, but there's actually wheels. So before we put the wheels on, we'll put this thing on. So it just goes on like that. And that actually makes it quite sturdy. You'd never actually guess, just walking by, that you can actually take it apart and open it up like that. So that's a neat little feature. It certainly works out better than I was expecting. So I'm just not putting the stickers on. I'm not going to put the stickers on. Someone else can do it. So what is up with the tires? Well, that's not the tire that we're meant to use. So this one goes here. What is that tire from? That was from the other set I just did. Where did it? Oh, that's for her bike. That's right. Her moped, sorry, which has disappeared. In fact, where has she gone? She's here. Where's your moped gone? How can you lose a moped of all things? Oh, I really have. Well, I have to find it for tomorrow. It's got to go in the set. They're going to notice that if I've lost the moped. It's around. I have these like replacement Nintendo DS things, which are the same color. Well, they're not quite the same color, but that's not going to trick anybody. No one's going to fall for that. You can't tell can't tell someone that's a moped. So let's put the wheels on. 9 minutes. Just had a horrible thought. What have I been doing this for well over 30 minutes and the camera stopped recording ages ago and now I'm just talking to myself. It happens sometimes. Right, and you get a spare tyre again, but you don't get a spare rim wheel. So what's the, like, you're not going to lose. Why do they do this? Like, once you get, I guess, like, there's this moment, there's this little, like, tiny moment when you're trying to put the tyre on and you're really struggling and you build up some sort of pressure and it pops off and it lands behind the sofa and you never see it again. But I've never had that actually happen to me. But you could kind of imagine, like, if you are really, really good, you have a very creative imagination, that might actually happen. But other than that, you can't honestly see why you would need, like, how, well, I guess it's like a spare tire. Like, if you spend all day going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. It does roll well, but you wouldn't do that for hours. That you need to get, you'd wear the tire down, and you're like, well, we've worn down the rear left-hand tire. We'll have to take it for a pit stop. So I'm still confused by what this vehicle. Well, I need to find the thing because it's got the trailer bit on it. Oh, how can I have lost it? Well, there's the bit for the roses. It feels like the tulips. Sorry, the tulips. They feel like they go with the set. Like they were designed to go. Oh, here it is. It's with the banana. The banana's sitting over there, and here's the bike. So how does the trailer part work? Does the trailer work good? Well, there you go. We've got to kick up the stand for a bit, and let's go for a spin. So here we go, Emma. Pop in and use your silly handlebars because you can't move your hands. All the little Lego minifigures are laughing at her. It's like ha 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 ha. Having said that, of course, that actually is way easier to put her hands on to those handlebars than the ones you might get with minifigures. So she's having the last laugh. Apart from the fact she can't really sit down on her bike, she has to stand up. Or, which is a strange thing when you think about it, because you do sit down on a moped, but she doesn't. That's right. You have to go with what you've got. So that's what she'd look like from the side on. And we're just going to take her for a spin. How well does she pull it? Oh, she does. It's a bit weird. She's a bit all over the show. But that's okay. And so here's the cat. Here's the thing. Without the stickers. How many extra spare things did we get today? Well, I've kind of mixed them in with the spares from the previous day. Here's the extra here. So all up, these are the spares from both days, and the extra flour. So interesting. But why have I got two? Oh, that's right. She's not wearing her here. Okay. Well, you get a spare coin, so that's something. Alright, I like this here. I think it looks really cool. I am almost tempted to put the stickers on, but as I said, I'll save that for next time. And also, just quickly, we'll look through the back. Oh, this took way too long. What sets might I possibly get? Well, that would be a cool set to get, but that's not going to happen. What else was at the shop? I can't remember. It wasn't any of those. Well, I got that one. Did I ever get that one? I can't actually remember. I never got that one. So one of these I think was in the shop. Maybe it was like this one or this one. So there's a possibility that I might actually end up getting one of those two. I think. That would have been ace, that one, but that's I don't think that's going to happen. But that would have been cool. I'd love to get like a 3-story. Is that a 3? It's a 4-story building. That would be so much fun to make. It would be terrible for this kind of channel because you're looking down, but still fun. And that would be neat to get actually as well. So maybe that was at the shop. Something was like that was at the shop. There was like I'm sure there was like a more. It must have been this one, like a theme parky thing. Okay. Who knows? Alright, we'll see. Bye.